preference, we would be talking from centuries ago. Or perhaps even further back. Still, this isn't the sort of decadence of taste spoken of in artistic circles. So what is it then?
Hold up, decadence? Artistic circles?
When a preference is indulged to its extreme, it descends into kitsch, eccentricity for the sake of it. I'd be happy to illuminate you further.
That depends. Does it involve you buying me lunch?
The void that art fills isn't the stomach, it's the soul.
In that case, I'll let you know the next time my soul starts to rumble.
Now all we need is something to fill up the void inside your head.
Shut up!
Ulron! He really was still alive.
And there's the Renis Alma. Then, is this another spirit channeling ceremony?
Wait, though. Something doesn't seem right here.
Once more, the powers must be united. From the fires of chaos, the world does seek its rightful state. All must be sacrificed in the heart of Renna, at the shrine of the true sovereign.
What has happened to him? He's lost himself, reduced to a mere cog in the machine.
Hey, look! Over there!
Isn't that the Maiden's crest?
Can it be that this entire chamber is meant to act as a substitute for the Maiden?
It looks like it's still running, but are we already too late to stop the ceremony?
If that's what caused Lenegis' transformation, then the purpose of the ceremony must have been to drain all the astral energy out of Dana.
But for what purpose? What could possibly need astral energy on that sort of scale?
I don't know. But whatever it is, I'll bet it's connected to those visions of oblivion. Regardless, we cannot stand by and let them steal Dana's energy. That said, we should retrieve the Renis Alma. Because right now, we need that most of all.
He's not gonna lunge at us out of nowhere, right?
Not the time, Law.
Alvin, look!
The Red Woman! So we finally found you. I have a lot of questions for you.
Wait!
What?
They all have the same face? How is that even possible? What is this?
Who the hell are they?
It can't be. Are they even people?
It's hard to know for sure, but I think they're the true rulers of Renna.
They're not feeling particularly talkative.
It's no use, Elton. If we don't fight, we may as well be sitting just here.
Good point. Let's stop them before this gets out of hand.
Dance in the wind! Far enough!
Dance in the wind!
Fight for power! Everlasting explosive ring! Make it escape! Resonate with the earth! Rending you apart! You picked the wrong fight! Shattering all pieces! Attack us! Explosive Not a chance!
A whirling
Can you take it?
burning here!
I can carve through water!
Not on my watch!
Not a chance! Negative
Freeze laser!
Try harder! My turn! Shockwave thrust! The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Ignite! Demon breath!
Illuminate the dark!
Can't get out of this!
Leave the charges to me! Deny! That'll bring you down!
Demon breath! How's my plan to shot? Shockwave flash! Shockwave, try harder! Now! Here I come! Demon breath! Rending you apart!
Here I go!
The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Burn in hell! Demon, ready and ready!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy glimmer! Holy
Demon
lamp!
breath! Dance on the wind!
Lunar corruption!
On your
Lunar blast!
Try harder! Not a chance! Demon fang! Come on! Try this!
Lightning orb!
That's it.
Illuminate the dark!
Demon
Come
fang!
forth,
No
holy
further!
glimmer! Here's a healing art!
Try harder! The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Dance in the wind! Demon fang!
Ready to go! Out of ammo!
They might be black and gray!
By the power of mind and red! That'll bring you down!
Make it in time!
Shockwave far enough!
I'll bring you back from death to bed!
Resonate with the earth!
I'll bring you back from death to bed!
Bathed in blood! Bloody howling!
I've still got some fight left in me! Into the shadows!
Benediction light! Demon fang!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth,
Now
holy
you see what I can
glimmer!
do!
Holy annihilation! Here's a healing art! First aid! Lightning to death! Thunder blast!
Demon fang! The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Annihilation!
Demon fang! Demon fang!
In here!
Explosive ray! Can't get out of this! Demon fang! Captivity!
Leave the
Reflect
far enough!
They demon fang! This time! Burn in hell! Captivity! Demon fang! Try this! Elusive deity! Explosive ray!
Getting wildfire! Let me show you what my art can do! Where are you going?
Demon fang!
Not in your dreams!
Ready and ready! Heal!
Lunar corruption!
Demon fang!
Annihilation!
Explosive ray!
Mega ray!
Begin! Demon fang!
Will this way?
Demon fang!
I'll heal you all!
Explosive ray!
Blow strike! Healing circle!
Thanks! Demon fang! Demon fang! Heal!
I can handle it!
Demon fang!
Armor won't save you!
Not today! Demon fang!
Take this!
Demon fang!
I'll be safe! This way!
Resonate with the earth! Demon fang! Rending you apart! Bloody explosive ring! You may be strong, but I'll never back down!
I'm the this! In here!
Demon fang!
Blood. Don't get carried away.
Annihilation!
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire!
Lunar corruption! Confiscate! Seven aqua!
The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Can't be happening!
Stay... My friends!
Here's
Not today!
I can handle it!
Demon fang!
Far enough!
I'll smash you! On your
healing art! Illuminate the dark!
Try harder! Rending you apart! No escape! Try this! Explosive
I
ray!
can't heal you forever!
Can't get
out of 10! Demon Fang! Explosive ring!
If it's in the sky, it's mine! That'll bring you down!
Eat this! Demon Fang!
I'll be confiscated!
Demon Fang!
Does it hurt? Illuminator shot! Come forth!
It's in your hands.
You'll pay for that!
All day!
Far enough! I'll smash you! Demon Fang! Try harder! No, you can't! Demon Fang!
Come forth!
Explosive ring! Demon Fang!
You do the same for me.
Demon Fang! Try this! Explosive ring! Demon hit Tom! Try this! Ignite! Demon Fang! Explosive ring! Demon Fang! Try this! Explosive
I
ring!
never miss! Feel!
Demon Fang!
Elusive deity!
Explosive ring! Demon Fang! Demon Fang!
In a vine! Illuminator shot!
Save you!
Do it!
Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
By the power of water!
Surrender! Fighting is useless now!
Do you think it's really over?
Astral energy. Watch out! They've got something up their sleeve!
What?
It's self-destructed?
Alvin!
I'm okay. Just a little roughed up. You had me worried there. Who said you could touch that? Damn it! He's awake! I should have thought as much. So you know this place? Naturally, it was built for me, after all. We'll save that for another time. More pressing is how I'm going to tear you apart. Even after all this time, you still insist on hating me? You cut me down. Sovereign or not, you will pay for that.
You're obviously bluffing. You can't even move right now.
Really, is that what you think? Did you really think that such a petty device could hold me?
Are you going to claim it's because you're a ruler? Be it sovereigns or lords. In the end, they're all titles given by someone else.
Plus, what kind of ruler would spend all his time chasing Alf, who happens to be another sovereign?
Idle prattle. I proved my worth and the Sovereign's powers were granted to me.
Were they really? We already know the title of Sovereign doesn't denote royalty. It is but an overblown codename for those with a designated part to play in these proceedings. You mentioned before that you were not the only one stolen from Dana, correct?
Yeah. There were countless. And every one of them besides me died.
All of those failed experiments, and they still kept going back to Dana. There must have been some vital reason their subject had to specifically be a Danan. Then there were the records we found in the library, for you and Volon. They were logged 300 years apart, and yet the data they took from you was exactly the same.
which leads us to a single conclusion.
Then you mean Boran was kidnapped just like Alphen? But then he became
a slave from Dana. Just like us. Isn't that right, Volron?
So he posed as a Renin and caused all that suffering to his own people?
How could you? If you knew the pain of being a slave, why would you inflict that upon others?
Renin and Dana, these distinctions. He and everyone else. That is all that matters. I will stand above all others and take what is rightfully mine, starting with this.
a red woman.
Another one?
Give your master back on Rena this message. No one makes a fool of me. Let them know I'll make them suffer.
Don't do it!
Go. But know I will be your shadow no matter where you try to run.
Let's go.
Never forget, I am the one who devours everything. Who answers to neither spirit nor man. My word is law. I am.
Are you two okay?
Yeah. We'll be fine.
Is Volron... have we finally seen the last of him?
We can but hope.
Those red women. What the heck was their deal?
Could they be the ones behind all this? The same ones who put those soldiers in Faria in a trance?
What? Those brainless things? Either way, they've done a runner with the Renaissance. Damn it, that's the second time now!
Whatever's stolen from us, we'll steal it back. The future's ours to protect. And right now, those things are what's standing in our way. We can head them off at Rena.
Did you say Rena?
Volron mentioned a master of theirs holed up in the motherland somewhere.
If that monstrous form's their true identity, I shudder to think who they take orders from.
Yeah. There's a good chance it's not human. That's for sure.
So this thing over on Rena, that's what's really behind all this, huh?
They have the Renaissance in their grasp already, so it's unlikely they'll have cause to return to Dana. I agree that Rena's our best shot.
Then we're agreed. Let's head back to the starship.
But seriously, I was not expecting Voron to actually be here.
He seemed to care not one whit about Renans or Danans.
Yeah, not in a good way like with us.
I didn't see that coming about Voron. As for those red women, to think they were monsters all along.
Tell me about it. One minute they look perfectly human. Next thing you know, they're not actually human at all.
They definitely weren't Renan or Danan. I'm not even sure language would get through to them.
So what were they then? Human Zoogle hybrids?
Is the most terrifying thing anyone said all day.
How about you, Shion? Dohlu? You ever seen anything like that before?
No, never. However, if they're the same as the red woman we've seen with Volron, I think it's safe for us to assume they understand our language at the very least.
I had just so much I wanted to ask them. About Rena, and Shion's thorns.
Unfortunately, they blew themselves up before we got the chance. Why would they do such a thing, though? To take us with them? Or in order to keep something hidden?
Both sound plausible to my ears. They took off with the Renis Alma too, remember?
Yeah, they did. And the next time we meet them, we're going to make sure they tell us everything they know.
Engaging! This one's all mine! Not today! Demon Pack!
Radiant here! Lightning! Radiant Bending to the fray!
Demon Pack! Explosive ring!
An astral art?
That's my cue.
Shut him down.
I never miss!
Demon Pack! Fall back!
Oh, this won't save you!
Nothing gets by me!
On your knees! I have no limits!
Denied!
Demon Pack!
Being interrupted.
Here goes! Confiscated!
I'm ready!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Demon Pack!
Corruption!
Not today! Demon Pack!
Now! Very well! Astral energy! Full throttle! Barely a blip on our radar.
We seem to have come across something a little unusual.
Go no further!
Demon Pack!
In here!
Try harder! My turn!
Can you take it?
Demon Pack!
Everlasting darkness.
Negative
Prepare to be sealed. Leave these smelling to me. Yeah.
Demon Pack!
Anything in your way.
Demon Pack!
I can carve through Eagle Rage.
This one's all mine! Demon Pack! You picked the wrong fight! Demon Pack!
Nothing you fight on your knees. Take this.
Demon Pack!
Where are you going?
Demon Pack! Burn it out!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
What the? When did it get pitch dark all of a sudden?
The lights are all out. Think it has something to do with the explosion back in the Forbidden Zone? Doe?
You two.
Faria, Avakir. Thank goodness you're safe.
Avakir filled me in about everything. About how I ambushed you all.
She doesn't remember a thing. So she really was being controlled.
He told me about Tarnigan, too. Is it true?
What difference does it make? What's done is done.
Stop casting me off, just for once!
Faria, not now. It can wait. Dohalim, Lenegus is in grave peril.
So I can see.
It's the city's core reactor. It's damaged. Some of the basic systems we've managed to keep online, but complete restoration's still a way off.
You're an elite technician, though. You can fix it, right?
If so, then what's the problem?
Panic's begun to set in among the citizens.
Until now, whenever something like this happened, the Sovereign would issue a decree. But this time, not so much as a peep. Any longer, and we run the risk of riots breaking out before we can get things back up and running.
Forget the Sovereign. I doubt you'll be hearing from him anytime soon.
What's that supposed to mean? Do you know something I don't?
Suffice it to say, the Sovereign isn't the kind of ruler we thought he was. That is, if he ever even existed, which is looking doubtful at this stage.
Are you out of your mind? Why, if people knew that a lord such as yourself was whispering such blasphemy, they'd...
There's no time to explain now. It sounds like we need to find a way to keep Lenegis from spiraling out of control.
We need to stop that riot.
But how do we do that?
Riots feed on discontent and unrest, right? So if we want to keep the peace, we just need to put people's minds at ease.
At ease? Like by letting them hear directly from someone they trust. That's it. Who's the highest-ranking person in Lenegis right now?
Lenegis wouldn't have a next in line. After all, you said the Sovereign rules over everyone directly, right?
Correct. The closest thing to an authority figure would be a lord. And the only one left is... Ah. Very well then. Avakir, you mentioned a few facilities were still online. Which ones?
Why hasn't the Sovereign said anything?
Please, won't somebody explain what's going on?
Is it over? What's going to happen to all of us?
Heed me now, fellow remnants of Lenegis. It is I, Lord Dovaline Ilkaris of Elderman and Sia.
Look, up there! It's Lord Dovaline!
Hold on! He should be in the crown contest! Shouldn't he? Why isn't the Sovereign talking to us?
The Sovereign is seeing to other matters right now. In my capacity as Lord, I speak to you in his stead. You're afraid. As people so often are when faced with the unknown. I hope you'll allow me to put your fears to rest. The city's core reactor has experienced a malfunction. However, we have our top engineers attending to the matter, and things will soon be back to normal. I know that you feel abandoned, perhaps more scared and alone than ever before. But I ask you all to keep one thing in mind. You are Lenegis, not the lords and sovereign. The solidarity of its citizens is the mortar that holds it together. If we don't allow ourselves to be distracted by our differences, if we put our hearts and minds together and stand as one, I am confident we will find our hope. I would be honored to stand with you. Not as a person of loftier rank, but as another human being among them. I hope that you'll lend me your strength, for if we can persevere as one, I know a bright tomorrow awaits.
Your speech seems to have done the trick. Looks like the city won't be descending into chaos after all.
I only pray the relief will tide the city over for the time being.
What you said earlier, about the Sovereign possibly not even existing, was it true?
It's still too premature to say with any certainty, but I believe so. This whole time, this world we've been fed was a lie, built on nothing but falsehoods.
But it can't all have been...
I can believe it. After everything I saw in the Forbidden Zone, what they did to Faria, it's the only explanation that makes sense.
But what about hierarchy, Avakir? Authority? The very foundations of Renan society? How can we live without someone to guide us?
I'd say we found someone capable of doing just that, wouldn't you?
You? You can't be serious.
I have business I must take care of first. But once everything is over, I shall return. but not as your sovereign. Nor as a leader, the likes of which the people here are used to, I think.
But how else do you propose to rule?
I'm not sure yet. All I have is a feeling that here in Lenegis, a new dawn is on the verge of breaking. One in which people won't be judged by birthright, or on the power of their astral arts, but on other things. More important things. Things like, oh, I don't know, musical talent, for example.
When I bumped into you after all those years, I said you were no different. But I was wrong. Truth is, you were always different. I feel like maybe now I can finally begin to accept turn against death. To see a future.
You go finish whatever it is you've got to do. I'll hold down the fort here in Lenegis till you get back.
Thank you.
I guess you're not going to make it to Menancia for the foreseeable future, huh?
Indeed. Forgive me.
The people of Elda Menancia can look after themselves just fine. It's the ones here on Lenegis who need someone to guide them. Besides, with you leading the people here, it'll help spread the idea of coexistence beyond Menancia's borders that much faster.
Sounds like you're in it for the long haul.
How could I not be, after the second chance that I've been granted? From this day forth, I shall dedicate myself to the future inhabitants of this world. Though the memories of the departed shall remain forever in my heart.
Remember, you're going to be leading the people here, not ruling them.
True enough. Whatever would I do without you, Kisara?
With or without her, I suspect you're gonna have your hands full when the time comes. We should be heading back to the ship. Business on Rena awaits. Looks like the people of Lenegis... can rest easy.
I couldn't have done it without your words of encouragement, Law.
Hey, you're the one who made the speech.
I think everybody can share the credit here.
one sense, when all is said and done, perhaps I have been a slave this whole time too.
You, a Renan Lord? How do you figure that exactly?
I was complicit in the Renan system, bound by its values, resigned to being swept along, without the resolve to take a stand. And when I realized the severity of my mistake, all I longed for was punishment. A lord. And yet my first instinct was to place my fate in the hands of others.
I think I can relate. I couldn't stand watching my people bow and scrape their way through life, but I didn't know what else I could do about it either. The ability to think for yourself and be your own master, that's what separates a slave from a free person. At least, that's what Law's dad Zephyr used to say. Zephyr taught me how to fight. But in doing so, he also taught me how to live.
Even if it means stumbling along the way. If it's on a road of our own choosing, free of regret. Why, that's the road of freedom. Or, to put it another way, so long as his heart is compromised, even the loftiest of kings is no freer than a slave. I think I finally understand now. This Zephyr character sounds like he was a wise man indeed. I only wish I could have met him.
There's just so much I wish I could ask him.